We're back with you now on the formation lap. And this, as I mentioned before, just a quick introduction again. Hello and welcome to the Australia-New Zealand Combined Racing League. This is the GT3 Championship. This is round 1 of 6. I'm Huds 21. And this should be an absolute cracker tonight. So this first race is 20 minutes. It's a sprint race. No pit stop. The second race is a 45-minute race. 1 mandatory pit stop. But you don't have to take any tyres or fuel on board. It's just a matter of going into your pit bay and taking off again. So we know Sado's on pole, followed by Highlander, Dado, Dark Racing 40, Ninja Styles on the controller, Illogical Sports, Weary Night, Nürburger, Dark Lord, Woody Lizard in 10th, and Casey in 11th. Just making sure everything go. Yep, we're all go now. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, totally my mistake, but anyway, didn't miss a moment of the action. Still on the warm-up lap, or formation lap, whichever one you like. It's a pretty warm day here in Bathurst. It's around about 30-32 degrees. Brand new championship. Highlander, Sado, Dado, Dark Racing 40, all the normal protagonists. Should be an absolute belter. Then you got Weary Night back a little bit further back in the field. We know how quick he is. Illogical Sports been absolutely superb this year for B51 Sim Sports with his teammate Weary Night just behind him in the Acura. Then we've got Nürburger in the Audi LMS. Then Dark Lord, who, oh, there he is, Mr. Cameraman. There's Woody Lizard in the older Mercedes, and Casey in the teal blue, light aqua blue, McLaren at the black there. We're gonna have a bit of a so Sado's been super hot since he's come back from iRacing. He won the latest championship was the V8 Supercars. He won that from Illogical Sports, and they're getting ready now. They should be lining up. I don't know if this is a single file start. Could very much well be by the looks of it as they come through the chase. Just picking up the pace now is Sado. There's Highlander. We've seen how good he was last night. We know how good he is. He's coming out of from P2 as they line up now. Double file. There's Dark Racing 40 in that. Just working out what Dado's doing. There's Dado. Dark Racing 40 in the Lamborghini. Just about go time here. And they're off. And Highlander, can he pull it up? No, he can't. Sado. Oh, Dado. What a dog of a start that is, Dado. Right at the back there, Dado now. After starting out of P3. Let's get back to the front runners. There's Dark Racing 40 breathing down Highlander's neck, followed by Ninja Styles in 4th. And, oh, Dark Racing's come together. Bang! And there's the McLaren at the back there. What an entertaining start. The number 78 Lamborghini Huracan has come together at Griffin's with Ninja Styles. Those boys won't be happy with that. It'll be interesting to see how much damage they've got, how much of an effect it's going to take on the car, particularly on Conrod Straight. Both a bit beaten up, but we're going to get back to the front. And all of a sudden, Weary Night in that Acura, who started out at 7th, is up to P3 already. So we've seen Dado. So we've seen 3 out of the first 4 qualifying spots. They've all been involved in incidents, and they're all near the back of the pack. Dado is now up to 7th. There's Illogical Sports. He's gained from that as well. He started out of 6th. He's up to 4th. Nürburger into 5th in that Audi. And there's Woody. He started out at P10. He's right. He's gone up to P6. There's Dado there. I don't think Dado really would have got any damage. It didn't look like he actually hit anything. He just went into the sand trap. But these two here did collect each other. It was Dark Racing 40 who got out of shape in Griffins. And then Styles, who's just in front of him, collected him. Caused all sorts of carnage. Let's get back to the front. Here's Sado now. First lap was a 2:11.243. They're on lap 2 in that 458 Ferrari. These two they've got 4 seconds on, there's Weary Knight there in third spot, 5 seconds now. Just over 4. So both those cars, there's Dark Racing 40, we know his is pretty banged up. Ninja Styles, and here he comes as well, yes, that bingle at Griffins involving both Ninja Styles and Dark Racing 40 has cost them basically any chance of a good finish here, I would have thought. In this 20 lap sprint, we're already 3 minutes in, and it's these two who are quite a way in front. There's Weary Knight. He benefited from all the biffo that was happening in front of him. He and his teammate, the Logical Sports, now fallen back to 7th. So Dado's back to 6th after he was 11th at the first corner. So he's really got the bit between the teeth now. He is right behind Woody Lizard. Let's go on board with Dado Racer. Won the Sakita 10 hour last week in a fantastic drive into Forest Elbow now. Woody just hits the barrier on the right hand side. That's affecting his exit, and Dado just goes straight past. So there's your current leader. So Highlander 2.5 seconds back. So Sado, who's been superb, he won the, like I said before, the V8 Supercar Championship recently, and he's got away to an absolute rip-roaring start here. Here's Highlander. He's filling in for, I don't know who tonight, but it is someone. We know he won both races last night here. Here's Weary Knight in the Acura. He is 2 seconds in front of Nürburger in that Audi. So he'll be very happy with the way the start went here, but Dado's come right back into it. Dado's already up to 5th. Lap 3. The Sado's right on it. He's at 2:04.9. Straight on the Bizzo. And where is Dark Racing 40? Well, he's had a pit, so he's really effectively out of this race with just under 15 minutes to go. And that's Casey, so I would suggest that's obviously for damage as well. Being a 20-minute sprint race, you wouldn't be in the pits. There's Logical Sports. He currently in 7th. Woody in 6th. There's Dado, who had that little off-track excursion at turn 1. And this man's just all class. But knowing Bathurst like we do, anything can happen. And Highlander will hang in there. He's only 3 seconds behind. That Ferrari's got the goods on Conrad. As Highlander comes into the chase now. So 3 laps down, so this is lap 4. Weary Knight is a fair way back at the moment. Here's Nürburger. And there's Dado. Roughly very similar gaps between 3, 4, 5 and similar to 6. Well, 6 is a little bit closer, but fairly well spread out at the moment. Now here's Dark Lord. He's just sitting around there in 8th in a Janetta, so I've been told. Styles has just got a penalty. Shocking start to this race. Interesting to see how he he's had his car fixed, even though it still looks a little bit banged up. Interesting to see how he goes in the second heat, the 45-minute mandatory pit race. But every point's going to be crucial in a 6-round series, consecutive weeks for 6 weeks. That's a tough series. Every point's crucial. So that gap's probably stayed about the same as Sadow's, back to 206.1 on that last lap. Highlander just under 3 seconds, roughly 3 seconds. Gap between P1 and P2. Weary Night's a little bit further back, there's about 5 seconds there. Just a bit of a wriggle there coming into the chase in that 458 rather Ferrari. And he's coming up to the back of Casey there to lap him. Now here's a Logical Sports. He's coming up behind Woody now. He'll keep going right to the end. Don't worry about that. He'll gather himself, will Dark Racing 40, roll up his sleeves and get on with the job in the second event here tonight, the 45-minute one. He'll be looking at that. But he'll just want to get through these next 10 minutes. Forget about this. Set some pretty handy lap times, just to show the other guys that he's still right in this. Here's Ninja Styles. There's Weary Night. So he's 5 seconds behind Highlander and about 5 seconds in front of Nürburger, so he's running his own race here. The spectacular Audi factory colour of Nürburger. And there's Dado just behind him, so he's recovered well after the first turn there. He ended up in the sand trap after starting out at P3. So he won't be too displeased in that Lamborghini Hurricane. As he comes on the back of Nürburger now. As we go on board now with Dado Racer, right behind that little Audi. Same engine in these two cars, V10, naturally aspirated. The Lamborghini's got a slightly longer wheelbase. The Audi tends to be a little bit twitchy on the tight stuff. Here he comes now, straight past him. Got a beautiful exit coming out of, as they go into Griffin's Bend now. That Audi's right there though. There's Dado Racer just in front of us. We're on board here with Nürburger. in the number 1 Audi, the factory Audi. As we come up Reed Park, Philamy Park. Oh, they're both on the edge here, right on the limit, these two. Still 8 minutes to go in this race. This is the battle for 4th position. As we come up, approach the dipper. Oh, he's hard on the brakes, squirmish. Oh, keeps the boot into it. They both approach Forest Elbow. That Lamborghini looks a little bit better balanced as he hits the outside wall there, does Nürburger. That's what I was saying before, a little bit twitchy, that Audi. Now here's Sato, still about 3 seconds, so Highlander's certainly retained that gap. He certainly hasn't closed it, but it hasn't extended at all. He's doing a very, very good job in that McLaren, the 650S. And that's Weary Knight just behind Casey there, he's being lapped. Here's Dado, a storming drive back through the field. He's come back from 11th, back to 4th. So he's only 5.5 seconds behind Weary Knight at this stage. It's probably going to be too much for him with under 7 minutes remaining in this one, but top drive, and he'll breathe a sigh of relief after that first lap incident as he approaches Griffins again. Very, very smooth. That car's very nicely balanced through there, up and into the cutting now. Very tricky couple of corners coming up, uphill, close as you can to that barrier on the right, then flat chat through here, up through the gears. Just shades that wall there. What a racetrack this is. What a racetrack. You can't say enough superlatives about this track. One of the finest tracks in the world, and it's in our backyard. Now here's your leader, Sato. He is nearly 4 seconds now in front of the McLaren. These two boys in the 207s, early 207s, as too as Weary Knight, and Dado was the quickest on the circuit. No, actually Styles with a 206.0. Oh, excuse me, 016 last time out. His race was pretty much kaput on the first lap when he and Dark Racing 40 had that collision. There's Dark Racing, he's in 9th. Ninja Styles in 10th. Look out! Oh, he's just overcooked it there. Dark Racing 40 in the Lambo. Look out for these. He's really on it. We gotta close that door. Intruders. Okay, so 3.5, roughly the same. Sato with just over 4 minutes remaining in this one. All just hotting up for this second event here tonight. The big 45-minute race with the mandatory pit stop. There's Weary Knight. He'll be very, very happy with this. Sato's just done a 206.633, and Dado is with a 206.461. Yeah, Weary Knight will be very, very happy finishing on the podium in this first event here tonight after he started out of P7 or P8, I do believe. It might have been P7 actually. I think Illogical Sports started out of P6. Man on your screen started out of P7 in the Acura. Here's Dado. It's a barnstorming drive here from Dado to come back. As you can see, Weary Knight, you can't quite see him in picture there. He's only 3.5 seconds with 3 minutes remaining. He's not going to have the time, I wouldn't think, unless Weary. There's Weary just going into the chase there. Here's Dado. So he's about just over 3 seconds now. That will close up a little bit as Weary's gone through the slow part. And that'll extend a little bit further now as Weary obviously accelerates first. Now there's the gap. There's Weary, the number 69 car. This is for P3. Here's your race leader. And there's the gap between he and Highlander, which has pretty much stayed the same for most of this first round event. It's fluctuated from about 2.5 to 3.5. He certainly had the pace here in this 20-minute sprint race, has Sado. Can he maintain that for the second event? As he comes up through the cutting now, using all of the circuit and more there. He's quick in anything he jumps in, this fella. Might have a quick look if I can get to it. The timings, okay, Dark Racing 2 seconds and Ninja Styles 2 seconds each. There's our map. Oh, he gets a bit out of shape there to Sado on the approach to Forest Elbow. Just overcooks. Can Highlander take advantage there? Let's just have a look at that gap there. Only a few laps left in this one. One more after this lap, I'd say. Well, definitely will be. Let's go on board here to see how far. There he is, just approaching the chase. And here's the McLaren 650S of Highlander. So it's very close between these two. That's the thing about Bathurst. Not over till it's over, and it certainly isn't here. Lost a bit of time there on the exit to that corner, put that 2 right tyres on the dirt. Just had to come out of the throttle a little bit there, did Highlander. He's back on it now though. It's still 3 seconds. You wouldn't think he can catch him, but stranger things have happened. And if Sado makes another mistake on this last lap as he approached Forest Elbow last time out, he might get a little bit jittery. So here's Weary Knight in the Acura. Just behind him is Dado, who's 1.5 seconds now. Can he bridge that gap? Last lap of this 20-minute event. Dado, has, after that first corner, has driven a fantastic race. Who knows what would have happened if he didn't leave the circuit. Anyway, here's your leader, Sado 15. He's back on it again after that little mistake. Last lap. Oh, spoke too soon. He was very fortunate not to put it in the wall there. He just come out of the throttle. Very clever driving. Where is Highlander now? Right there. It's just hotting up for the main event, the 45-minute event. After this, still 3 seconds. So that's 2 errors in the last 2 laps. Similar part of the circuit from Sado. He won't be happy with that. Possibly the tyres going off a little, or not sure. Okay, here he comes. That's better. Here he comes, your winner of event 1, round 1, is Sado. In second position is Highlander in the 650S McLaren. Now into, look at Dado. Here he comes. Here comes Dado. Can he do it? He's got the run. Oh, that was so close. Weary just got it. Just pipped him there. Weary third, Dado fourth. Here comes Nürburger and Illogical Sports. Illogical's got a decent run out of that last corner. He's coming up the inside, but he hasn't got the pace. And Nürburger finishes 5th, Illogical 6th. Now here is Woody Lizard, who's come home in 7th. Now here's Dark Racing 40. We know what happened between he and Ninja Styles early on in the race. He comes through the chase now. There's Ninja Styles. 17 seconds back from Dark Racing. Here comes Darky now. They can hear someone doing a burnout. I suggest it's him. No, it's not him. Someone was doing a burnout. Woody Lizard just pushing his way past. Ah, there you go. The number 75 Datsun GTR of Illogical Sports celebrating his... He's trying to blow the tyre or the engine or both. He's done something. Something's gone. Something's let go there. It looked like the tyres. Okay. Alright now. First event details. In first was Sato 15. In second was Highlander in the McLaren. In third was Woody Knight. In fourth was Dado Racer. In fifth was Nürburger 79. In sixth, we've seen the man just doing a burnout there. Logical Sports in seventh was Woody Lizard. In eighth, Dark Racing 40. Ninth, Ninja Styles. After that, coming together early on with Dark Racing 40. In 10th is Dark Lord. And 11th was Casey. And let's have a bit of a... Just got to go up here. Yes, hang on. Let me find my bearings here. All over the shop. Oh, you bastard. Oh, there we go. Thank you.